just kind of walk around and record stuff right now.
All right. We are live here tonight, you guys. Tonight, I got my coffee.
Good morning, everybody
Good
joining
save.
us here
Good
today.
save.
We are live. Yes, we are live at the FSIN First Nation Science Fair at the PrairieLand Park. See Willajaan Viehushe Ninte last tours in Laloche, Saskatchewan. Clearwater River Dene Nation band member the Hislu and Dunziniga Treaty 6 territories in Nohal Huntatikia Nathan areas to Murray.
That's everyone. Nathan Ayers from Red Pheasant First Nations in the Treaty 6 area. Welcome to FSIN Science Fair 2022. We are live on location, as it says on the ticker, live at the PrairieLand exhibition here. You guys are more than welcome to, while you're watching this, if you would like to come and check it out. We're going to be live all day. We're going to be interviewing kids. You're going to be interviewing delegates, elders, chiefs, just having fun on the show today. So if you guys have any family here that are participating, you guys can't make it, stay tuned on here and you'll be able to watch them. And really quick, if you guys know anyone that is not on Facebook, they can actually go to my YouTube channel. Just type that in, IOPPS, on YouTube there, and we are live there as well. And we are also live on Deneate. So welcome everybody.
Welcome everybody. Yes, we want to bring this to First Nations youth all over Saskatchewan.
Mm-hmm.
And we're actually going to get started here, and we'll take it over to the MC there who's hosting this event, and then we'll go over the schedule here after.
Sarah had to cancel, so you're going to have to just deal with my kind of boring presence here up in front of you. So we are running a bit behind, but that's fine. It'll be a good day. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to travel here. People have come from all distances, and it's great to see all of you here. It's been like 2 years since, a lot of us have had the opportunity to gather together and in person. And so this is a pretty special moment. It's been pretty hard on a lot of people and a lot of families and communities. for good reason though. You want to keep safe, but we have this opportunity to be here, and I'm thankful for that. And I'm just thankful to the Creator for bringing us all here in a good way and making sure we're all safe and all your travels were safe. So just wanted to make those comments first. So yeah, welcome to the students and to the chaperones and teachers that also took the opportunity to be here with the students, and to the students for putting the hard work and effort into putting your projects together. That's amazing. Good for you. I'd like to thank our elders earlier this morning for saying prayer for our food, and to our pipe man that was here earlier this morning, Tim Shoppy, for leading us in pipe and leading us starting us off in a good way. And also give thanks to all the staff, FSIN staff, and other volunteers that are here helping out, and to our partners all around here today that had also taken the opportunity to be here and help support your education. So with that, we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to call up FSIN Third Vice Chief Ali Bear to give a few remarks, and then after her, we'll have Tracy Walker and Rob Blith from Canadian Light Source, Janet, I'm probably going to butcher this, my apologies, Ushat's Hart from Saskatoon Industry Education Council, and Dolores Netmaker, Executive Director at FSIN Education.
Padame, thank you, Ian. Ha apeti washte tuwe iohana achi api tatankas kawi amaki apeye wapahaska oyate tahawahi. Good day, everybody. My name is Tatankas Kawi. It's my spirit name. My English name is Ali Bear. I'm the third vice chief of the FSIN from Wapahaska Oyate, which is Whitecap Dakota First Nation, just south of the city here. That's where my father is from. My mother is from Cody First Nation. So I'm a Dakota Winyan and Anishinaabe. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to the Creator for this beautiful day, especially being able to gather again. It's really important that, we kind of be able to see each other face to face, and rather than on Zoom all the time. So it's really nice to see your faces. And, I also want to acknowledge those who lifted the pipe this morning, our elders that are here today, our leadership also, and, all the chaperones, and especially our youth. That's what we're here for. We're here for the youth, and we want to uplift them. These opportunities are really important, as they go on their path. And, we acknowledge them, their presence, their intelligence, and they're our leaders of today and our leaders of tomorrow. So I want to make sure that our youth know how important they are, especially when it comes to the sciences, because traditional knowledge is rooted in science, and Western sciences is rooted in traditional knowledge. That's one thing that I learned as well when I was in post-secondary. It was mandatory for me to take some science courses because I went to post-secondary. Education is very important to me, as it is our treaty right. I am the portfolio holder of education. I got my degree in sociology, and then I got my degree in law, which was able to allow doors to open for me for opportunities. And something, when you earn your education, something that no one can take away from you as well. But what rooted me, what allowed me to get these degrees, obtain these degrees, is my identity, and our traditional knowledge, our traditional education. So the both of them together is very, very important for us to continue to nation build and support our communities in good ways, especially as we go into the future and we look at technology. And a lot of us, that's our younger generation that we have to look to, who's going to know more when it comes to, sustainable energy and also technology. And that's going to be very important in our futures. And so that's our young people that are going to lead the way. And so I'm very grateful to be here today and to see all these showcases and our youth, coming together, working together. That's what it's all about, is working together and, and being able to learn things and share that knowledge. That's who we are as First Nations people, is we have to share, we have to give what we know, and then we get back in return as well. So I'm just always honored to be here. And on behalf of the Federation of the Sovereign Indigenous Nations and, the 74 nations in Saskatchewan, we're very, very proud of our youth. And we're also going to be having a youth ledge assembly that's going to be rooted in academia and water law and water rights. And so we know that our young people are leading the way in advocacy. And so I give thanks to all of you and those who organized the event, Dale Worm and Ian. Padame Miigwech, hi, Masicho, thank you.
Okay, one of our partners that supports the science fairs every year is the Canadian Light Source. And with that, we'd like Rob Blith, who's a manager of the science programs at the Canadian Light Source. The Canadian Light Source, as you know, is located at the university. And this is Rob Blith. Thank you.
Thanks, Dale. It's a great privilege to be here. I'd like to acknowledge the distinguished guests, Vice Chief Bear, traditional knowledge keepers and elders for being here with the youth today. Thank you very much. I'd also like to acknowledge the teachers. A very long time ago, I started on the road to becoming a teacher and figured out it wasn't for me. Much too hard, much too difficult. I can't do that. So I went and did something easier. I did a PhD in physics. So it is an absolute privilege to be surrounded by elders, knowledge keepers, and teachers, all of whom have skills and knowledge that I do not. It is a great privilege to be here. But of course, as Vice Chief Bear says, we're here for the youth. So I'd like to talk to you for a couple of minutes. So some of you today will walk away as winners, and that's cool, but not everybody. And that's also okay. Something we don't talk a lot about in science is we spend an awful lot of time getting things wrong and failing. But every time we get something wrong, every time we don't come out the best, we learn something, and we're all here today to learn. And one of the reasons I particularly like coming to the FSIN Science Fair is there's a category you don't find anywhere else, and that is the traditional knowledge category. And it is an absolute privilege for me to be able to go and talk to the youth with the traditional knowledge projects. And I apologize in advance for asking the stupid, ignorant questions, because that's where I come from. So before I go and let you get on with things, I'd like to introduce Tracy Walker. Tracy Walker is our education programs lead. We work at what is one of the biggest science facilities in Canada. It's a particle accelerator the size of a football ground. And Tracy is our programs lead. So teachers, please take the time to find Tracy and talk to her today. And everybody else, enjoy your day. Have a good time. Thank you.
Hello, I want to say thank you for inviting me back again. I think this is with the year that we skipped over COVID, I think this is the 6th or 7th science fair that I've been able to attend, and I'm so excited to see your projects. They are so good and inspiring, and I love them. Thank you for sharing what you're learning with me. It's exciting. And if you get a minute, take a walk through the room over there and say hello to Bernie Petit, who will be at our booth with some exciting activities for you.
Thank you to Rob and to Tracy for talking about the Canadian Light Source. The Canadian Light Source is a research center that services industry and business. And there's a lot of scientists that are doing research there. And you've got to imagine yourself one day being able to do that, to take place. I mean, see yourself in that position. You've got to think big about sciences. As you know, STEM is a very big area that's expanding. Like the technology that we have today is based on sciences. Anyways, I'd also like to call up our next partner, to speak on behalf of the Saskatoon Industry Education Council, and that's Janice Uchaz Hart.
Good morning. I first would like to acknowledge that I live and work on Treaty 6 territory and homeland to the Métis, and we do lots of work throughout the province, through all the different territories throughout Saskatchewan. My organization, the Saskatoon Industry Education Council, we are dedicated to ensuring the spirit of reconciliation and treaty land is honored and respected. This is a great opportunity to be part of this initiative today. Our team is here to talk about our programs. I think they're in one of the halls where it says Sask Code and John is waving, and showcase the robots that we use over the next 2 days that you're here. And so again, thank you for that invitation, and see what the different robots do and how they're incorporated into curriculum. In July of 2021, we signed a memorandum of understanding with FSIN to partner in providing professional learning to teachers, which supports the integration of computational thinking and coding into from kindergarten to grade 12 classrooms. Our model basically is to include virtual and in-person professional learning that is accessible to K-12 Saskatchewan teachers. The robotic kits are then lent out to classrooms, which include hands-on activities that are aligned to Saskatchewan curriculum. And again, it's in multiple subject areas, which does include STEM, or STEAM in our case, because we also include the arts. With our FSIN partnership, we will continue to expand our work to Saskatchewan First Nations communities now and in the future. The ultimate goal is to support digital development, skills development in all schools in our province, no matter where they are. Thank you again for this wonderful opportunity, and look forward to seeing the results of our combined partnership, and really wanting to see what projects you came up with. They look amazing. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Janet. That was very good to hear. And with that, technology is a big growing area, and the basic sciences are used for our technology. And I know that over the past couple of years, a lot of students have been home, because of COVID, and I'm sure you must have been gaming, or you're on your phone doing apps, playing on your apps. So imagine yourself, can you put some of your knowledge into developing a game? If you can think of one character, there FSIN helped work with a woman from, I think it was the FSIN from First Nation, to develop a Nakota character in a program called Siege 6. You could look it up on YouTube. It's they worked in partnership with a company called Ubisoft out of Montreal. So if you can imagine, if she could do that, then any one of you could do that. There's another person that we had doing an app last year, and it was called Pelican Lake Cafe. And so we tried to get a hold of him, but he graduated. And the Canadian Light Source was going to follow up with him and see if they could get him in touch with industries that could help him develop his app further. But so that's some things that students here can do. So like I said, think big. Okay, with that, within the FSIN, we've got the Education and Training Secretariat. And in the Education and Training Secretariat is a science and math program. So I work with the science and math program, but overseeing that is a science and math secretariat. So I'd like to invite our Executive Director, Delores Netmaker, to come up and say a few words to you.
Well, good morning, everybody. I thank you for your patience, and I wanted to say thank you to Dale and the team for all the work that they've put together and just getting us here. I don't know about you, but it sure feels good to be in person with everyone here today. And yeah, it really does. There's, it just you've just coming through a storm, and it just feels good. The sun is shining, and it just feels good. But I'm just looking forward to walking around today and seeing some of the work that you students have done. I want to say thank you to those that brought the students here. I know I know how it is to work with kids. They're awesome. And so I just want to say thank you to those that brought the children here today, the youth and the students. I want to just acknowledge our elders and our visitors that are here with us today. Thank you, Vice Chief Ali Bear, that is here with us today, and just to come and be part of what is happening here. I think there are three words that I kind of hold on to, and every now and again I go back to those three words and I kind of check myself out this way. And whatever I'm doing, I check. It's almost like a grounding for me. And those three words are gaskitamoen, and gaskitamoen is knowledge. Gaskitaman gigwe is knowledge. Miasen gigwe gaskitaman. And there's the next word is the ganstuhtamoen, is to understand what it is you know. Goesam miasan instuhtamoen. More than the knowledge and more than the understanding is the last part is ituta. That means to do it. It's to take what we know and to take what we understand and implement it, walk it through, do it. And today you have gained some knowledge, students. Today you've gained some knowledge in the work that you brought today. It's good to know, but it's even better to understand what it is you know. And even better yet, it's good to just, what you're going to do today is share some of that knowledge and understanding, but to live it out, to implement it. And so I like I said, I'm looking forward to looking and to watching and learning and listening to you today. And as I was listening to Dale and he was talking about, developing this and creating this and it's a different world that we're walking in today, and it's an exciting world that you guys are walking more so into than those of us that are just not used to texting a whole lot and, all these apps and all this. The technology is so great today. And so I encourage you that, as we go into the sections over on this side where they have the tables, that take some time and learn a little bit about what robotics are and all that kind of fun stuff. And I think as Dale was talking about, think big, dream big. But the key to that is we can dream, we can be motivated, we can be inspired. But to take that further is to believe that whatever it is you inspire to do, that you can do it. And that's why I say thank you to the people that brought you here today, because it's those people that and in your schools that believe in you. It makes a difference when people believe in you. And so if we didn't believe in science and math, we wouldn't have a program like that. But I just want to say thank you again to Dale and all the work that your team has done just to bring us to this place today. So thank you. Nanaskoman.
Thank you very much, Dolores. Those are very kind words to say. And it is true, dream big, think about it. And let's give a last hand to the people that were here. Vice Chief Ali Bear, our partners, Tracy Walker and Rob Blith with the Canadian Light Source, Janet Uchaz Hart with Saskatoon Industry Education Counselor, and Dolores Netmaker, the Executive Director of FSIN. Thank you. Okay, so I'll just go a bit over the agenda now. And there's agendas up front at the registration desk. So I'd like to first introduce our podcaster, Nathan Arias. He's back there by the green screen. He'll be doing a podcast of the event, and he'll be also coming around to interview you every once in a while. And with him is Willis Janvier, and he's the cameraman. Is there anything else that I need to? Okay, I was going to go through a whole list of all the presenters that were here, but we are kind of running out of time. And I know that in that room back there, my blueprint, there will be a virtual speaker. It's on career development. And for any students that want to attend, go in there, but it'll be really good for the teachers if they could attend and go and watch what's going on there. So with that, would like to start off the judging. The students can go back there. And what we've done is we've broken you down or separated you into divisions. So Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. So Division 1 would be grades 6, 7. Division 2, grades 8, 9. And Division 3, 11 to 12. And so the first group will be Division 1 to be judged. And the judges that are 6, 7, 8 are in Division 2. And the judges will be wearing the blue. And also before the judging begins, Cindy St. Dennis from SIT wants to show a short video of an airplane. And you can also go into that area because SIT brought their airplane simulator. SIT has one of the good programs that I like is their aircraft engineering program. And it's particularly good, I think, for the students that live in the far north, in the fly-in communities. They could work at the airports and they could stay close to home. So that's a great program that they've got there. Okay, so so when the judging goes on, kids will also be taken by our support people around to the different demonstrations. So that way you don't sit around and wait and kind of, you have something to do for this dead air time. And with that, let's get going. Ian? Okay, so Ian must be in that room setting up the virtual presentation with the presenter. The students can go back to their booths there, and the students that all the students go back there, and the support people will take you around to the different presentations to see. Okay, with that, thanks for the morning. Okay, oh, wait, sorry, the short video.
The AME program was a result of a collaboration between industry, SIT, and the provincial and federal governments. It was recognized that there's a gap for qualified aviation mechanics up in the northern communities, and that we really needed to find a way to increase Indigenous representation in the industry so that those folks could serve their communities.
In the AME program, we want to work closely with our aviation partners, local industry, to make sure that our AME students are job ready on graduation and they can easily transition from the school right into industry.
The aviation industry, and in particular aircraft maintenance engineers, there's a real demand across the province, in our northern communities, in Canada, and globally. And this training allows folks to be able to work anywhere in Canada as well as around the world.
As a First Nation person with 40 years of experience in aviation, it was important for me to give back to the community.
At SIT, we have a unique approach to learning and training, and our trades programs are very much hands-on, including the AME program. Students learn by doing.
The learning experience is a lot easier when you're physically working with the component.
As in all of our trades program, that high level of hands-on component, coupled with all of the supports that SIT offers their students, really increases their ability to succeed, not only in their training, but in industry as a whole.
I was bored of being stuck in a routine, just getting up and going to a job that wasn't going to move me where I wanted to go. So I applied, and then everything just fell into place after that.
Our philosophy here is to champion the student, and that is to make sure that every student that comes into the program has success.
I encourage everyone to consider taking the course. If you work well with your hands, and if you put in the time and effort, you'll be great at it. Anyone can be an aircraft maintenance engineer.
And if you feel like you don't know anything, well, that's where I started. And they have great instructors here that will teach you what you need to know and help you every step of the way.
It's an excellent video. So, and I guess just one last thing. I just wanted to mention, so some of the presenters that are here, there's a University of Saskatchewan College of Medicine with Val Arnault. There's the College of Nursing with Gina DePaulo. SIT, of course, Cindy St. Dennis. Joe Taylor, who is with 3R Innovation. They're back in that room. And they started out at Chief Almighty Voice Education Business Club. And so they're located out at One Arrow. And then my blueprint is in there, and that's the career planning. Other science workshops are the Saskatoon Industry Education Council. Their program, SAS Code, is in there. Agriculture in the classroom, food, talking about food sovereignty and food security. Regina Science Center, they're also in there. Let's Talk Science is actually called something else. Oh, sci-fi, yeah, sorry. And then there's a Canada Light Source with Bernie Petit, she's also set up back there. And then there's a planetarium back there. So with that, all the students can go back to your projects, and the support people will take care of you, take you around. Thank you very much. Bye.
All right, there we go. Thank you, Don. There you did with all the introductions and everything. It was good to see. Thank you, Vice Chief Ali Bear and Don, or sorry, not Don, Dale. And yeah, so we are going to be live all through the whole day. You guys can tune in and out, and we are also going to have myself or Willis are going to be doing interviews with the students there, as you guys can see. I'm going to show you what you're going to see here. So there you guys go. There's all the science fair displays from all the grades around Saskatchewan. You can see Tyler Tatus is here. He's one of the event coordinators, and we're going to have Ali Bear, I think, come in here real quick for a few words. We're going to have Chief Ali Bear here pop in here real quick, and we're going to do a quick interview here with her. But yeah, you guys, so stay tuned. We are, like I said, we're going to go around doing some interviews and talking with people and just talking to the kids and just seeing how they came about with their project and all that fun stuff here. So we do have Vice Chief Ali Bear here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So welcome to the live podcast. And we've actually been in touch with her, and she really supports this way of the way of the how now, since COVID has brought us all online, and now we're kind of doing hybrid situations, I guess, right?
Yeah, no, everything's getting very technical. Something that I'm not very good at personally.
Yeah, no, you got it. Takes a special techie nerd like myself and Willis here to get these things done. But thank you for inviting us. And can you tell us a little about the history of this FSIN science fair?
Well, the science fair has been around for a very long time, and it's really important for our youth because it allows them to showcase their work. Yeah. It gives them a platform to, come together. actually my partner, he won this FSIN science fair when he was a kid.
Oh, he's an
And-
OG winner.
Yeah, he's an OG. And so he got to go travel for that, right? And
Oh,
so
really?
just those opportunities, being able to travel, being able to, learn and showcase your work, and even, when you win. So he won, so that's why he got to go to like Prince Edward Island or something. But as a kid from the
Wow.
res,
Really?
that's a huge opportunity. Because a lot of our youth, they don't come down and travel too often. So
Exactly. No, I was just going to say that a lot of kids, my school is here. I work at Red Pheasant, Clifford Watney School, and my students are here as well. And then I know for a fact some of these kids don't go anywhere, right? Going to town is a big thing. So coming to Saskatoon, wherever you are in Saskatchewan, it's huge. So you're right, that you get to experience all this and meet other kids from around Saskatchewan. So going forward, I didn't even know actually they go anywhere after this.
yeah, I think the winners, I don't know with COVID now though,
Yeah.
but the winner would go and they would take this to a national level.
Oh, wow.
And so whoever wins this science fair, they should be winning. From what my prior knowledge of this event is that they will go and showcase on a national level.
That's pretty impressive. Any favorites? Have you taken a look at anything yet?
Yeah, they're all pretty interesting. One was like about how dirty your phone is, and I'm like, ew. I'm like,
Man.
another one was like comparing toothpaste. The best toothpaste to use is Sensodyne, which is cool because I used that one. I was like, okay. And there's like another one that was about like Pepsi, and I was like, okay, I need to learn about Pepsi.
No, I was just gonna say
drink a lot.
I was just gonna say it's not Pepsi, it's Bepsi.
Yeah, I was like, you guys spelled this wrong.
Yeah, it's not a P, it's a B.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Definitely looking forward to going live here all day and displaying and getting these kids on camera and just showcasing their skills. I was talking before we went live. I was telling the chief, it's really good that we can showcase all this Indigenous success that there's just so much talent within all our communities that needs to be displayed more online like this. So again, I want to say thank you again. And I'm excited to see all these science fair projects.
Well, yeah, and some of that too is like a lot of our youth are showcasing our traditional knowledges, right? And that's really important when it comes to science. A lot of people, we need to take up that space when it comes to our traditional knowledges and carrying that forward. But so, yeah, no, it's a really great event, and I'm happy you guys are here and you're going to be able to showcase our youth too as well on a wider platform and, get them behind the mic, because even some of my younger brother, like I used to have to push him to get in front of the mic and stuff. Like I made him go on panels. He didn't want to, but it gets them out there. Sometimes you have to give them that extra push.
You do.
And so, and then, next thing you know, they love it. And then they have their own podcast shows like you.
Just going live, like I keep telling everyone, we just went live with the phone. That's how we started. And now we're here. But, it's kind of like the same thing with these science fairs. You can talk to kids and I guarantee there's probably a little history down there where if you ask an adult, say, where did you get your start? A lot of them are going to come and say, we started at FSIN Science Fair or something like that. You know what I mean? Started from the ground level. It's got to start somewhere. And you're right. We do sometimes have to push these kids. Some of these kids are not pushed hard enough to reach their potential.
Get outside the comfort zones a little bit. And then also thinking about that travel. So like the youth ledge assembly is coming up.
Yep.
I've been doing some work because education's my portfolio. I've been making connections through the New Zealand with the Maori. And
the Maori, I used to live there.
Really?
I used to live there. I named my daughter after the family that adopted me.
Really? What's that?
Tawai.
That's
actually
beautiful.
it's they pronounce it T-Y Fakata.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to fly over here. So we just put it together and it called her Tawai, which means beautiful water reflection in their language.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like that's like the best name
I've
ever heard.
The Maoris, and if you guys ever have a chance to go to New Zealand, go.
Yeah, so that's why we're trying to set up like an exchange program with them right now.
Through here? Through
FSIN.
Oh wow.
So we're gonna have FSIN Youth like a leadership academy we're going to be launching. I'm going to announce it at the Youth Ledge Assembly officially. And we've been chatting. I've been chatting Zoom calls with the Maori, and they're very interested. We have a draft MOU not signed yet, but we want to have exchange programming with them. And so, we get our youth out there and experiencing that, right? And how probably had a huge impact on you, right?
Oh,
So, you named your daughter after.
To this day, we still connect and we talk now, right? Like we're always talking. Like they're and I'll say this again, they are pretty much like us, except opposite their culture. But man, like you know how our Cookham and Wisham are like our center, and everyone kind of goes around that. That same thing, man. And they got tons of cousins that their cousins are basically their brothers and sisters. You think we have lots of cousins? Wait till you go down there, like. Man, like I'm talking hundreds. They're not talking like, we're in the 40s, 50s, 60s. These guys are hundreds, man. So that's awesome, Ellie. And I'm really, cool. Excited that you're bringing this new energy to the elected leadership and, your position. And, just, it's nice to see. It's a good energy. So,
well, thank you.
Yeah.
Padami, I appreciate that.
Padami, yeah. So I want to thank you, Chief, for coming in here, stopping. I know you're very busy, and if we see you, are you coming back here later today? Or
I'm heading out to another meeting right now, actually, with the president of the First Nations University of Canada. More education stuff.
Nice.
Really exciting things. Hopefully, we can announce in the near future. And also, I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm going to try and come back later. So
awesome. Well, if we do see you next, we'll get you in here again, and we'll be talking obviously with the students over here. So we'll have more knowledge of whatever cool things they're doing. So
that's awesome. Okay. Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you.
Right. There you guys go. Chief Ali Bear of FSIN First Nation of FSIN. And so we're going to start showing you guys all the what do you want to call it? What am I calling it, Willis? We're going to be showcasing we're going to go doing a wrap around and just showing what the kids are up to, and excited to show that. So get our camera guy there going. Yeah, so there we go. So there you guys go. We're going to walk around and showcase what's happening in the background. Did you go take a look, Willis, really quick over there?
Before I got quick peek, but it's pretty interesting what's going on there. If we've got
it'll happen though.
Yeah, it's
slow start.
No, I'm not. It's not about how many are watching right now. As a podcaster, you're only looking to get the message out, and then you got to visualize having just to talk to one person. Yes. Or sometimes it's nobody. So it's there you guys go. It's these presentations are from Indigenous youth of all over Saskatchewan. Yes. We'll get to go over and talk to them a bit about where they're from and what their project is about.
Is that dry meat? What is that?
No.
Is there anyone from Clearwater Dene Nation here?
No, I did not see anybody.
Oh. So hydroelectric energy. What else? So you guys, we're going to be interviewing these youth and to find out exactly what is going on here and what cool sciencey stuff they've come up with. Growing crystals. What else do we got here? Pretty cool though. It's pretty cool. I know there was one there with the nutrient one, juicing, I think it is. As you guys know, diabetes is a pretty big impact on all our communities. And I know there was one, I was talking to one of the teachers last night that they had a science thing about juicing. I think it's coming up here, and they're from Little Pine. Or sorry, not Little Pine, Sweetgrass School. What is that one? Hippology? Yes, science, Nezu, yeah. What does that one other say? Ignonzi? So there you guys go. There's the science thing, the science fair projects. So I think we might even start heading out here and maybe do a couple interviews with these kids, get a couple of interviews in the background there. We'll send Willis out and he'll chit chat with the kids there, and just be nice to see where they're from and get all the background for them and how they came up with their science project. And yeah, you guys. So we are going to be live all day, and we're going to show more sciencey stuff. I want to call it sciencey stuff. Very interesting, cool stuff going on here. I really want to find out more about that juicing one. So I'm interested in that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's going to be very, just like Percy. He is a physicist, Dene physicist, I believe. Percy, if you are still here with us, he's working on his PhD in, I'm going to say Waterton, Ontario, I believe, Percy. And but yeah, it's always good to showcase Indigenous youth and for everybody to see that what the curiosity brings out in the children to see what kind of projects they got going. So we're gonna go over, walk around, and talk to some people. We'll be live here all day, trying to entertain you guys. Maybe we can find some science facts. I don't know. I wasn't really a big science kid in school, but a little bit techie now. And it's all about, I'm in Waterloo. Okay, PhD in theoretical physics. Keep up the good work. Hey, you keep up the good work. This guy's deadly.
Theoretical physics.
Yeah,
that's pretty. We're gonna do a mic check here, you guys. Give us a quick sec. Mic check. Keep going. Yeah. Hello. Say Atlante. All right, there we got the mic working. So we're gonna send old Willis out there to go do some interviews. You want me to go?
Yeah, you got the nice jacket on there, so I wanna.
Well, let's get your phone hooked up and then see if I can listen in. All right, you guys, I'm going to be interviewing. Oh, yeah, I don't have it.
So, yeah, we're going to send Nathan out here because I want him to learn about juicing, and maybe he wants to, I'm going to take this off. Here we go. We're going to have, we're just going to get set up here, make sure all the sound is good. We're all, everything is working. So if you're tuning in here with us, welcome. We are live at PrairieLand Exhibition Park. And for today, the judging has already started, I believe, if you're just tuning in. And the Division 1 is grades 6 to 8. And again, this is stuff I'm going over from the agenda. Division 2 is 9 to 10. Division 3 is 11 to 12. So students grouped by division for judging and touring demonstration. And the demonstrations are, and I believe in different rooms, we've got different programs going on within the facility here. So science workshops are AGITC Susan Jorgensen, CLS Bernie Petit, CIEC SAS Code Bill Fallman. The Science Centers here. Let's Talk Science with Maureen Burke. And then Digital Planetarium. So if you want to come on down, I believe anybody can come on and check out the science fair. If you're in Saskatoon right now, we're live at the PrairieLand Exhibition Park, Hall A. Just come to Hall A. Come in the main entrance. Join us in Hall A. And then at 12 o'clock... At 12 o'clock, we're going to have lunch, a buffet style. The elders are going to say a prayer, bless our food here this afternoon. I'm not sure what we're going to have, but and then from 1 to 4, we've got in-person project judging all categories. And then what else do we got here in this afternoon?
Everybody that I know. If you know anybody that's using the services, like, if they can't afford gas, tell them I'm there.
If you can afford.
Can't afford gas,
Yeah.
got horses.
So, you know, from 1 to 4, we've still got demonstrations, the
Testing.
science workshops, AGITC, education. Susan Jorgensen is going to be. It's going all day. CLS, Bernie Petit, CIEC, Saskatoon, Bill Fallman, Science Center, Let's Talk Science, and the Digital Planetarium. So all this is going on from 1 till 4. If you're in Saskatoon, come on down. This evening from 6 to 9, we've got an evening banquet. And so an elder's prayer. And then this is at the PrairieLand Park Hall A. So if you want to come on down, it's Hall A. We're just in between the grandstands of Saskatoon, and then it's a plated service. So keynote speaker, we're going to have a keynote speaker live, I believe. Dr. Herman Mitchell. And then 7 p.m. there's some entertainment. Chance Gonzalez, he is a magician from Saskatoon, currently attending school in Calgary, Alberta. So there you have it. We're going to go over to Nathan Arias here. He's
Can you hear me, Willis?
I can hear you. Your phone is cut off.
Can you hear me? Hello. Am I on? Are we good? All right, you guys. Thank you. Here we're gonna be going around and doing a live interview. Willis, say hi. Hi. So if there's any questions there you want to ask the kids, let me know. And it's kind of weird because I hear my voice. So I think we'll start with
it's been kind of weird for me too, but I deal with it.
We deal with it. This is how you put yourself out there and fail to succeed.
Yeah, that's good.
Is the way to go.
That's good.
All right, so we're gonna come on the inside here. Hello, ladies. So you guys are live. So you can say hi to the camera.
Hello.
What's your name?
Azaria.
Izaria? What a beautiful name. Izaria. Where are you from, Izaria?
Seagrass.
Sweetgrass. And your name?
Sage.
Sage. All right. So I want you guys to say hello to everybody on there.
Hi. Hello.
All right. So we're going to find out what you guys, what your project is about. Who's going to talk? You?
It's about water filtering. It's called the deadliest water filter. And she will do the thing. Do the intro thingy.
Do we have to read to it?
Huh?
Do we have to read it to it?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. What?
Do we have to read to them?
Yeah. Just tell us what it's about.
Oh, it's just like filtering water and making it clean.
And surviving in the wild. You need to.
What? Does one of you want to speak?
That's it.
Oh, and that's it?
You want us to read this too?
Uh-huh. Okay, we're going to see right here. So it's the deadliest water filter.
You have to do like how we did it last time.
Pardon?
I don't want to do it. I only want to do it.
Okay. So we got some stage fright here, which is okay. We'll move on. That's just the way it goes sometimes. But thank you, ladies. I want to do the juicing one. Where's the juicing one? All right, we got Tyler Tatusis here.
Hi.
I'm going to introduce Tyler Tatusis.
Pleased to meet you, everybody in TV and iPod and podcast land here. In Treaty 6 type podcast land.
All right, so Tyler's a teacher in Sweetgrass, and actually he's not a teacher. He's got long list of titles, but he also is a teacher.
Yeah.
So he's going to tell us about what's going on here.
Okay, what we have here is we introduced some kids an alternative to going to the doctor for diabetes, heart disease, and everything that consists on a reservation. It can all be taken care of by juicing. What we do is extracting the juices this way gives us a much more powerful impact once it hits the gut and the body. It really does great things. There's things out there, for instance, one things that kids all like to drink are energy drinks. You can make an energy drink which has no crash, no after effects, no sugar, no glucose or anything like that, and it lasts just as long. There's many things that juicing can help people with in schools, old people on the reserves, and to people my age, like that are still young, that are 40, even though I don't look 40, juicing. But yeah, and what we did was we gave the kids an opportunity to research this. And one of the shows that we watched with them was Fat, Sick, and Left for Dead. And it's a documentary about a guy, I think it was from Australia. And what he did, he was on so many medications, health issues, weight problems, and he did this whole juice cleanse, talking to many people throughout the United States. And he went to all the places where they have fried foods, and he told them about the alternatives to juicing. It's really quite unique. And then he also started off a program for kids online too. So we're looking at that because I was thinking about that and talking with the principal at our school. We're saying, instead of our lunch programs where we serve this and serve that and serve this, why not we get kids strategic juices for their strategic problems? Like maybe some kids have a problem, like Ansi can't sit still, juicing for that. Or if they have like a skin blemish or something, or they feel lethargic and tired, we can totally boost immune systems.
Amazing. So there you guys. Well, I've actually watched that documentary. Yeah, man. And I tried juicing for like 2 days.
Right?
It's hard, man. It's hard.
Because it is hard, because we're a couple guys. We love food, but we love being healthy. But we were sitting in a restaurant last night, and he ordered those steak bites, and we just
I ordered salad
bites.
Yeah, steak bite.
We had steak salad bites. They're organic.
Yeah, they were organic. They're really good. But yeah, I get it with the juicing, man. We're talking about diabetes, and like, diabetes is a big thing in our communities. And you're right. Like, so, this is something that can help with the fight. Yeah, let's learn more about it.
Right. And there's lunch programs out there in our elders' homes and our schools now, and we could totally head off a lot of problems out there. We could totally give it to the epidemic of diabetes, right? Totally give it and stop it right there. And these kids will look more healthy and vibrant than we are. And most of the times, like things with ADHD and things like not attention deficit, ADHD and other learning difficulties and challenges that kids have, juicing helps with that too. So a lot of times you don't always have to revert back to medications and doctors. You can totally do this yourself. And there's books out there and information on juicing. There's a juicing Bible and all sorts of juicing combinations you could put together. Really good stuff. Kids love it too. Just don't juice onions. They don't like that.
All right, we're gonna go over here to the kids. So what are these kids' names here?
This is Carson over here.
Oh, they're being judged right now? Oh, sorry. They're being judged right now. We didn't know. So while they're being judged, how are we doing on, can you still hear us, Sir Willis? Give me a thumbs up. All righty, we're still good to go. So we're gonna come back to you, Tyler.
Okay,
and
we'll get you guys a couple of shots made up for you there.
yeah, a couple juicing shots. So I actually timed out here. Get ready to take me off again, Willis. I'm gonna bring back the phone in here real quick. So go on StreamYard, get ready. I'm coming in. All right. There we go. All right, you guys. We'll be back to them. So we're going to go check out these young peeps here. How are you guys doing?
Good. Good.
What's your name?
Julian.
What?
Julian.
Julian?
I'm Landon.
Landon. So can you guys tell us about Loop Vision?
It's Loop Illusion. It's Loop Illusion.
Loop Illusion. Who wants to be the speaker? Okay. Landon, tell us about Loop Illusion.
We made a video game on the VR, and we made it out of Minecraft. So, and our questions were, how can VR help with learning? And our hypothesis was, will people learn from the game that we made? and our materials that we used to make like all this was like this and the TV and everything.
Is that a VR headset?
Mhm.
An Oculus?
No, it's just a PlayStation VR.
Oh, it's a PlayStation. I don't know much about it. I know my daughter has an Oculus, so can she do the same thing, whatever you guys are doing with this one?
Yep. What's called for the procedure we made the Great Wall of China, and we made like we made facts of the Great Wall of China. Like we looked for facts, and then we put them in the game, and then we had people play the game. And so, do you know like what VR is?
Yeah, I love actual virtual reality. Love playing that.
It's like a simulated game where it's basically like a simulated game where it's like where you could actually see like where you go into it. And so in Minecraft, it's kind of weird because it's like you're on a TV and it's like you're in a game in a game. You're on a game on a game.
So this is with Minecraft?
Yeah.
So you're in a game within a game within a game within a game.
No, just within a game within.
Or just within a game within a game.
Mm-hmm.
No more in-game?
Yes. What's it called? So, virtual reality can be used to enhance like student learning and engagement. VR education can transform the way of educational content is delivered. It works on the premises of creating a virtual world, real or imagined, and allows users not only to see but also interact with it. Being immersed in what you're learning motivates you to fully understand it. It requires less cognitive load to process the information, because like normally you do it on a paper, right? But this like you could actually like interact with it, because there's like some math games where you could like build with blocks and everything, like do it with blocks. So like if you look, you could see like games used in schools like ST Math, and some of them are like
Okay, we're zooming in on there, so
Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, Math Blaster, Zumbinis, iCivics, Dragonbox, Algebra, and History Maker VR. Most games are pre-K to elementary school for the students. And so if you see that picture, it's Sims Pets. It basically shows
This
you
one?
Yeah, it basically shows you it teaches you how to take care of yourself and how to take care of animals too. And this one, it's like normal Sims. It basically shows like how you getting a job is like a source of income, and like eating is like a human need. And for Minecraft, like in the picture right there, it shows like you could harvest the wool from sheep to make like clothes and sleeping stuff, and like a bed. And also in Minecraft, there's like cows that where you could get like steak and milk from. And there's like math games over here. That one's like algebra, and you have to solve like the equation on there, like because you have like two like options down at the bottom, and you have to click whichever one it is. And if you look, there's that game. It creates like a fun way of learning math. So basically, they have like objects with numbers under it, and you have to shoot the numbers, and the numbers the numbers will be the answer of the question. So you have to get the question right.
awesome. You know what I've always thought, because I'm a guidance counselor actually at my school, and I always thought these things here would be the perfect way for a new learning tool, right? Like, would you guys like to go to class and say, hey, your teacher throw on the VR headset because we're going to learn math, but through Minecraft?
Huh?
Like you're going to learn math, because you can do math on Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minecraft Education Edition.
There's a what?
Minecraft Education Edition.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, I've never heard of that before. You heard it here now. Minecraft Education Edition that you can actually go on this.
Yeah, you can. It works. Like it works on PS4, Xbox, and lot other platforms you can play it on.
So what kind of education do you learn on the Minecraft?
It teaches you survival and teaches you math and science.
That's amazing.
And there's things that you could buy, like texture packs. They're called and worlds, where it's like there's educational worlds and there's like just some worlds to like have fun and everything. And yeah.
Cool. Well, you guys, we're going to probably come back to you guys again because I really think this is cool and I definitely want to learn more about it. I didn't even get it. Where are you guys from?
Mr. Ossis.
Mr. Wassis.
There you go.
And also questions we asked after people played was why was the Great Wall of China made? The blue means they got it right. The pink means they kind of got it right, like half of it. Red means they didn't. And my mom got it right, my brother got it right, and my sister got it right, and Kyla kind of got it right, but didn't remember the name.
So basically, when you do VR, you think everyone pays more attention because they're more interested.
And what's called like the questions were, why was the Great Wall of China made? What was buried in the wall? And what did you learn? And what's called?
Your mom said the workers. Kyla said soldiers. So pink is what? Kind of right?
Yeah, kind of right.
And then red is wrong?
Yeah.
Miguel says bodies of the bad guys. Jordan, the guys that died making the wall. So basically 3 out of 4 got it right just because they were wanted to basically learn more because of the VR.
Yeah, and we asked them what they learned, and like, do you know who Genghis Khan is?
I do know who Genghis Khan. Did you know that? I think, and quote me if I'm wrong, that I think 80% of the whole population has his DNA. Did you know that?
No.
And now you do.
And what's called? He was like one of the only ones to like breach the wall of the Great Wall of China.
I did not know that.
And do you know that people were buried in the wall when it was being made?
The Great Wall of China?
Yeah, if they died, they would just bury them in it. Like they just chuck them in it.
I did not know. Did you know that? Well, now we know there's people buried in the Great Wall of China. Wow, from Mr. Wassis Nehewak. Thank you, boys. So we're going to come back to you guys later on today, and we'll chit-chat more. But great job.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Good job.
What's called there's the game here. We made the game's like here that we brought it here so you could play.
So there we're going to go. So either I will or our camera guy will game out on some Minecraft and see how we do. So thanks, guys. We'll be back. So Mr. Wassis, Nehewak, Landon.
Landon. I'm Landon.
And I'm Julian.
All right. So thank you, guys. We'll be back, though. All right, there you guys go. If there's any questions, just remember, put in the comments, and we'll try to get these young lads and ladies to answer them. But we're going to go to the nutrition one here now. How we doing, Willis? The volume good? Give me a thumbs up. All right, we got a thumbs up. All right, so Tyler, if you want to come and help us explain what's going on here. Tia, you're going to get in here?
Yeah, you want to get in here?
Okay. So we're going to go with Tyler. Tyler, we're going to let you actually take this over because, as you guys know, Tyler actually does his own show with ResX.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let him handle this one.
Okay. So what we hear is we have Carson, the male student, and we have Anika here. Annika, sorry, I get the A's all mixed up. Annika, this is actually my niece and my nephew. And what they have here, Annika, do you want to tell them what we have here shortly? Just give them a brief introduction. It's more like juicing and vegetables, right?
The science of juicing.
Yes. And what do you use, vegetables and fruit, or just fruit and vegetables?
We use both.
Both? All right, then. So as you can see here, the kids have put their board up here, and what they have is some greens and things like that. One thing that we don't have up there right now, or over here vegetable-wise, is K-rates. And K-rates kind of often give us a really good juice taste, a good tasting juice. So I'm going to bring over here to Carson right now. Carson, Say hi.
Hello.
All right, Carson's our juicing technician here. So Carson, what do we have here for your vegetables and fruits?
We have kale, spinach, celery, and green apples.
All right, what combination are we going to do right quick here?
We're going to do the glowing skinned green juice.
All right, then. Carson, give us a demonstration and show us how that works. Let's give us a taste here. So Carson has a juicer here, and we've picked nothing but the greens here. So he's going to have to switch it on there, and here's going to show you how it works. Yep. And Annika, I got her name right this time. Annika is going to be our lovely assistant, and she's going to hold the cup that's going to capture the juices. So the juices that we extract, is it better to drink juices than eat vegetables, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Carson?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is better to drink it rather than just eat it because it hits the body way better. All right, so we're running on time here, Carson. Let's throw some stuff in there. Yeah, just throw it in there whole, man. See what this machine could take. All right, the first thing we're putting in is kale. That's kale, right? What if your name was Kale and I said, hey, let's put some more kale, okay? And which one is that next?
That is celery.
Is that cucumber you put in next? Yeah, that's no, not cucumber. What is that again? Celery, right? Okay. All right, just making sure you guys know. Yeah, just put it all in there, man. Let's make it all thick and juicy. See that green stuff that comes on the bottom there? It may look like creek water, but it's actually really delicious. Yeah, there goes the apples. Yeah, just put it all in there, man. Put it on a big, there you go, yep. So what the machine does is it extracts the juices and pours it out the side. All waste is put into a little container on the side. So what I've explained to students is when we're juicing, and some of the things that we use are carrots. If we were to just juice carrots, the shavings we can use for carrot pie or other little delights too. But most of the time, shavings can be used and will be used for compost because the kids also grow garden at the school. All right. Yeah, there you go, Carson. Hey, you're already getting some muscle from juicing already the way you shoved that plunger down there. Holy smokes. All right. Now, are you guys going to test this with me or is it just me going to test it?
I'll test it.
Okay, they'll test it with me. We'll get the cups ready over here, okay? Get the cups ready. Yep. All right, let's do this. Okay, she's giving it a good swirl around in there. Are you going to have some too?
Yeah.
All right, then she'll have some. Get her a cup too. All right, let's do this. All right, we're gonna do a toast, you guys, and this toast is gonna be this is a juicing toast we did at the school last time when we were there. Okay, so hold the cups up, you guys, and this is to long life, longevity, and healthy bodies. Cheers. All right, and the shotgunner. Oh. Every little cup you drink like this adds one more minute of life to our lifespan. So I've just added one more minute. How was that? Did that taste good?
Yeah.
What do you think, Carson? Did it taste good?
I tasted all the celery.
And that's it, folks. That's all we have for this lovely little science presentation here. Also, another quick thing, you can go, there's books that you can buy, the information, juice fasting, detoxification, going raw, and all types of different, there's not just juicing, but there's also healthy alternatives to cooking too as well. And that's all we have. My name is Tyler Chatusis with Carson. And where's my little partner? Here she is, Annika. And that's the way the bannock crumbles. And we're out of here. Good. Right on, guys. You did good.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. So there you have it. Thank you, Tyler Chatusis, all the way from Sweetgrass, I believe. So we're gonna come bring her back over here. And what do you guys think of the presentation there, the juicing presentation? Ghost Phantom, you are blocked. So it's pretty cool. You know, the health benefits of juicing. I think I might go and learn a little bit more of what they've got, what they're teaching over there. And, you know, we just like, I think about this a lot when it comes to my health, but it's very hard to do. You know, trying to eat healthy and eliminate. And we were talking about this last night, actually, with Tyler and in the hotel, and how we just drink Pepsi. And I noticed for myself, anytime I drink pop, I just feel tired, you know, and so might have to go and get some tips over there. If you want to check out Tyler there that joined us for a bit, Tyler Tatusis, he is an Indigenous equestrian. If you want, I believe they have it so you can learn through the horses, and you know, healing through the horses, I believe, is the message. And Mistatim, this is the way. You know, Tyler Tatusis at outlook.com, tyler.tatusis at outlook.com. And if you want to get their number, it is 306-491-6459 is their information for if you want to get out on a horse and learn the way of living.
The way of the how. You ever hear that saying?
Yeah.
The way of the how. Where's my... I'll pass that. So I hope you guys are enjoying the new way to present and stuff, and you know, of how all the whole online thing is going. And it's, you know, it's really interactive, like how we have questions here. And that's why, you know, I was stating in there, if you guys have any questions that you want, myself or Willis will pop them up on the screen here. We'll ask the kids. And yeah, just a new way to interact and bring everything to you. And wherever you are watching, whether you're cooking bannock at home or you're at work or, you know, driving in the passenger seat and listening. But yeah, wherever you are, you know, it's just a new way to connect, and you know, just a great way to showcase Indigenous success is what myself and Willis are trying to do here. And quick little plug for my website, you guys. Quick little plug. I'll do it later. But yeah, just excited. No, I'm gonna do it right now. So there you guys go. To make sure you go to iops.ca for your latest and job postings. I'm trying to become the #1 Indigenous job board in Canada. So that's a goal of mine. But yeah, we're gonna be here live till what time? 4-ish?
You know,
5-ish?
the agenda, it says I believe there's gonna be a keynote speaker this evening, so we'll be live all throughout the day and the evening right here at the PrairieLand Park. What is this? Hall A. If you want to come on down and see, you know, the youth may be there from your home reservation on the res, and you can give them a little bit of encouragement and cheer them on, because they're getting judged right now by I believe there's 4 judges going around, and to see who will be the next champ. And then you know, from here, if they win, they go on to the national level. So come on down live at PrairieLand Park, Hall A. This is the FSIN First Nations Science Fair.
All right, we're back here. So we're going to do some live interviews here and get some of the students over here that grab one of the students. We're going to get one of the students here, you guys, and we're going to interview him. There you go. Willis and his brother are going to go find which brave soul wants to put their face on the camera. And as you guys can see, when I was trying to interview the first one there, it's nerve-wracking when you got a camera on you and a mic and you're just young and, you know, you're already nervous as it is. So hopefully we can get a young person here to come and get interviewed and sit down and tell us about their project. Because we got some relaxing music here while we get to entertain. Oh, I didn't even know I had you down.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, they're just getting judged right now. So when we get a break, you know, or when they get a break, we'll bring them in. They do have some presentations in separate rooms here. They've got AGITC, Susan Jorgensen, CLS, Bernie Petit, CIEC, SAS Code, Bill Fallman, and then the Science Center. And then Let's Talk Science, Maureen Bork, and then we've got a Digital Planetarium, also the Health Education Career Fair. So we're going to take the camera through there in a bit, and then we'll show you what they've got, what kind of presentations they got going on in the room. So,
yeah, no, that'll be interesting to see. And they have actually that air simulator, the flying one.
Oh, yeah.
I think myself or Willis will go on there and show you guys how it is. You want to go
Learn
in there?
to fly.
Learn to fly.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a lot of cool things here, you guys. And like, again, if you guys could do us a favor and share this page or share the YouTube channel or wherever you're watching from, share it. And let's get more viewers up here so we can share these young ladies and gentlemen, their science project. If you guys are wondering right now, we are just waiting for one of our cameras to charge here real quick. And then we're going to go around again and do some more interviews live here. We are live. If you guys are wondering if this is live, it is live. If you guys see, I think in Facebook, it's like right up here, right in the corner. But if you see somewhere around here and it's red and it says live, that means we are live. You know, just so you know, just for future reference in any video you watch. I know some people watch previous lives of mine and they always ask, is this live?
Oh,
And,
yeah. There are questions. Yeah.
So there you guys go. That's a little piece of information for you. If you see a red live in the corner, then you know we're live. So
Yeah, that's good stuff, you know. And you know, if you're in Saskatoon, don't be shy to come on down. It'll be we were a little behind this morning, so let's see, 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock they're gonna have lunch, and then I'm on the wrong page here actually. So yeah, the judging will go right till 12 o'clock, and then from 12 we got lunch. So in the afternoon, if you want to come and catch, you know, the afternoon part of the program here today, come on down for 1 o'clock. You know, everyone is welcome. and we can, you can encourage the youth of maybe it's your own reserve or First Nation, and then
who? Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go get one of my students and get them over here, and we'll get Willis here to interview them. They might be nervous around me. I'm gonna go try track them down.
I'm nervous around you.
I'm nervous around you. Hey, you ever get those shivers when you're beside someone? You're just like, ugh.
Yeah.
So I feel it on Willis, man. Like, But yeah, so we're gonna get some students here, you guys, and like I said, we're just kind of waiting for these cameras to juice up, and then we're gonna go around again and interview some more kids, and very excited just to bring you the whole deal. So we'll be right back.
Okay, guys, we've got one of the participants, one of the students here joining me here. You can put those on. Put those on. We are good to go. So I'll just ask you to introduce yourselves for the audience here, and tell me where you're from, what's your name, and we'll get into your project.
My name is Karis, and I'm from Red Pheasant.
Karis from Red Pheasant, and what is your project about here today?
What makes ice melt faster?
Okay, so what does make ice melt faster?
The coffee, because like the temperature.
Coffee?
Yeah.
So heat will make, or is it just coffee that helps
No,
it
the heat.
speeds it up?
No, the heat.
Okay, so what are some of the tests you have done for your project?
Vinegar, Sprite, Red Bull, and baking soda, and the coffee.
So did you just like pour all of this on the ice, and that's how you just?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are the results of some of the other ones? What came in second? Coffee. The heat came in first.
The baking soda took the second fastest.
Oh, really? Okay. Was this just like a regular ice cube that you put in the fridge in the tray?
Yeah.
Okay. What came third?
The salt.
Oh, so people should be using baking soda instead of salt in the winter. No? Doesn't it make baking, what is it, baking soda, it makes it melt faster?
No, because it starts like foaming if you put like.
Oh, it's almost like dry ice, becomes dry ice. Oh, cool. What are some of the other results?
vinegar didn't really do anything, but it was kind of like dissolving it slowly.
Mm.
And I think it took about 14, 15 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, or 28 minutes.
Yeah. And what was the last one?
Sprite, because it took 44 minutes.
44 minutes. Really? And was that Sprite cold or just regular room temperature?
We just left it in the class, so I think it was room temperature.
Oh, okay. Cool. And what was your overall, is it hypothesis? What was the overall findings of the project?
Huh?
What did you all, learn from the project overall?
What makes ice melt faster?
Yeah, just the coffee, the heat. All right. Thank you for joining me here today and showing us talking. We're going to go over to your project later and you can show us again.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. So we've got, one of the youths from Red Pheasant. She was a little nervous and shy, but we've got another guy here. He's going to tell us, he's going to put these headphones on. He said he wants to be a YouTuber. He wants to be a YouTuber. He said he's just trying to get into the green screen and everything. But, so tell us your name, where you're from. What is your project?
My name is Kazin, and I'm from Mosquito, and my my science project is about Pepsi.
Pepsi?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. From Mosquito, Grizzly, Bear, Head, Lean Man. Yeah, I got it right there. So thank you for joining us. And tell us a bit about your project.
My project just came out of nowhere. I wasn't really thinking. I just thought it was funny, but now it's just kind of getting serious.
Yeah, what was it that that made you want to find out about Pepsi, and what did you find out?
I found out that there's like a lot of sugar,
How much sugar?
like at least 40 or grams of sugar, I think.
So how much of a can would that be? Let's say if it's in a can, is it a quarter, half?
I don't know.
46 grams. I'm gonna say that's about a quarter of a can.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what else? What else are some of your findings of the Pepsi project?
I found out who created it, and yeah.
Okay, so who created Pepsi?
Caleb Bradham.
Mm-hmm. Who else? Is that it?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So overall, what when your Pepsi project, what did you learn and what did you find out that was that you didn't really know and that was interesting?
How much sugar and caffeine it has in it. I just thought it was like a little bit, but no, it's a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Are you gonna keep drinking it?
Me and my friends started a workout session where we stopped drinking Pepsi and pop and stuff, and we just start working out now.
Oh, nice. So that's good. You made some positive health changes over your project. And what do you think the audience should do when it comes to maybe making that change as well?
Drink less than 10 at least.
Less than 10 pop?
Less than at least 8 or 10.
In how long?
For a while. So,
for a while. So in a month, you should drink less than 10 pop?
yeah.
In 30 days. Let's say 30 days.
All right.
Okay. I think I'm just going to quit drinking pop altogether.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's how I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, maybe I know when I go out for fast food, I like to have pop, but I might change it to water now.
Yeah.
Even all of it. I might even get rid of the fast food.
Yeah, fast food is sloppy a little bit.
All right. Thank you for joining me, and maybe we can go check out your project here later.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Alrighty, we've got a teacher here real quick from Red Pheasant. She works with Nathan Arias. We'll just and get some water in you, young warriors. Yeah, there you go. You know, people, you have it from the young scientists here at the FSIN Science Fair. So we've got from Red Pheasant.
I'm actually a grade 7A teacher from Clifford Rodney School, Red Pheasant, and my name is Tina Woe.
Tina, well, it's nice to meet you. And so what, you're a chaperone here, and what is some of the things that, you know, you see here with the youth and how they get to...
Well, actually, it was, as I walked around this morning, you know, not only being as a chaperone, but being an educator, that was really important. It was eye-catching for a lot of the displays that I watched. And I talked to my students about it. You know, take a look around with where you're at with your displays and whatever kind of experiment that you have. I said, you know, look around, educate yourself, learn different things, like different categories, you know, different students from different schools that are brought together to share their knowledge, their wisdom in different ways, right? So, because they were a little bit nervous coming in, they were excited. But, you know, after talking to them and then them looking around and observing, you know, they calmed down.
Mhm.
So I think they've come back to that level where they're able to share with what they have constructed and put together. So I'm proud of them, despite, you know, no matter what, as Mr. Worm was saying a little bit earlier, you know, they win or not. But the most important thing is being here, participating and learning.
Mm-hmm. And you know, it's always good, like you know, I've had a couple of youth here sit with me, and to get out of their comfort zone and to be able to talk, right? And that's a big part in presenting what...
Especially after like this COVID, you know, 2 years being at home, whether it's going through online or coming back into the classroom now, like a few of them, they still have to come back and build that confidence of being able to present, right? You know, and then so that's what I'm saying. You know, this is good. It's good to get back to as normal as we can be. You know, especially for them, right?
Yeah, maybe we can get some people. We can, you know, I believe anybody is welcome here, right? Yeah. So it's all good, you know, if you're coming on down to the PrairieLand Park, and you know, what are some of the things, interesting presentations you've seen that you really didn't know about, you know, and
Well, as an educator, you know, you get to kind of learn the different categories, eh? But what always interests me is traditional knowledge, you know, and as students, as young as they are, you know, wherever they're at, you know, I always think that traditional knowledge is a priority, especially like for me, you know, knowing your identity, knowing where you belong, knowing your history, knowing your science and how science connects with the world, you know, in different categories with different ways, right? So I enjoy the traditional knowledge.
Yeah, you know, traditionally our ancestors are very scientific. You know, if you think about it, they had to figure out the medicine and the food and all that. So, you know, do you think you know, that might be an affair of its own if you would have, you
I
know?
would certainly suggest that that's a really good idea, because like I said, there's so much that, you know, once you really start connecting things, you start implementing things, you start collaborating things, you know, the diversity in it, and you know, there's so much similarity with the Western world and First Nation world, Indigenous world, whatever, you know, it's really interesting.
Yeah, and one of the things too, like I'm from the north, I'm Dene, you know, and I live in the south, so I don't know much about even you guys, you know, Treaty 6 down. I don't know much, so it would be good to see all the different First Nations bring that, you know, their own culture or even scientific, all that stuff together, and be able to, you know, be in a setting like this.
It would be really spectacular. It would be really intriguing, actually, to have those kind.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna sell that today to the audience, and maybe we can make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that way too. Like I said, you know, working on your traditional knowledge, it also helps bring the student's identity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it develops like who they are, where they belong, and all the surrounding areas. Kinship. It expands out so much.
Yeah. And as a Dene podcaster too, I've always tried to do everything in the language,
Right.
and I always talk about how that builds their character.
Exactly.
And then when it comes to the youth, presenting, it's going to come easy eventually.
Yes.
Having that Cree or Dene or Dakota aspect, and
Yes.
you know.
And like we always say, keeping and maintaining their language is very, very important. It's very crucial, and that's what I always encourage the students. And I have to thank our Cree teacher at our school. She does a wonderful job. Where students are able to remember when she comes in. But like I said, yeah, sure. Like if we had the traditional knowledge, that would also help. Labeling, identifying, the different types of resources in the language, using the language.
Yeah, it's good, and if we can see that representation everywhere. I know, when it comes to reconciliation or language revitalization, it's a bit of a struggle to start and get everything going, but I believe it can happen.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
You can have. I know for the Dene people that I always bring on a guy who gives me that, that Dene perspective. So, and this is a good way, if I'm sure, everything's getting started off, we can definitely bring that live or even a gathering. So yeah, I want to, if there's anything else you want to add here, for the audience and everything, all the youth here, and I'll leave it to you. And
well, I'd just like to say first of all, firsthand, thank you very much to Nathan Arias. He is a colleague of mine. We work at the Clifford Watling School in Red Pheasant, and he does a spectacular job with doing what he's doing. Bringing it out, presenting. I'm really proud of him. We're really proud of him as a co-worker. It's an awesome job. And then being able to interview the students, looking at all the displays and everything like that. It's a wonderful job, wonderful day. But yeah, let's do that traditional knowledge.
I'm going to sell it here all day. I might get the vice chief back here. I want to talk to her. Yeah. So thank you for that, Masi Cho, and maybe we can chat with you again later on or tomorrow. Aha. I got Nihewewin Apsis. Yeah, I'm in a Cree class, so I'm a trilingual. It's real deadly. So yeah, there you have it. Clifford Watney School educator, chaperone, and then we've got their blessing right to my left here. Nathan Arias, he is back here, and it looks like we've got lunch is going to be served here in a bit. We're actually I believe we're going to sign off through that. We're not going to showcase that, so lunch.
Yeah, we're going right through interviewing here and there, because it'll be the perfect time to actually get students when they're sitting down, and whoever's finished first we can interview. So we will be interviewing a little bit.
Yeah, well,
we'll have to rotate
once they get some food. I know I'm getting thirsty and hungry. So, and they brought out some, looks like carrot cake. It looks really good.
Oh, I know. Let's tilt the
No, I'm not going to.
Show them what we're going to be eating.
No, tease the people. I don't want to do that. So,
yeah.
So if you're in Saskatoon, come on down and check us out. We are at Hall A, PrairieLand Park, 503 Ruth Street West, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. So for the afternoon agenda, we've got more in-person project judging in all categories. And then the presentations are going to continue. You've got a digital planetarium, Let's Talk Science with Maureen Bork, Science Center, SIEC SAS Code Bill Fallman, CLS Bernie Petit, and then AGITC Susan Jorgensen, And then those are the science workshops. And we've also got the health education career fair. All here today at the PrairieLand Park. Come on down. Don't be shy. And then, what was your co-worker's name? I always forget names.
Oh, Barry Shingoose.
No, the lady.
Oh, Tina Baptiste. Yeah.
Tina. So yeah, Tina brought it up that maybe having a traditional knowledge fair of how we can incorporate the science to having the traditional ways, because there's different nations had their own medicine people, even with the stars. I know the Dene people, they've have star stories as well, and I'm sure the Cree, the Nahiawak people can bring that asset that go down south, the Assiniboines, all Sotos. Oh man, that would be something.
I think actually there's a planetarium here. You know what a planetarium is?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go check it out.
So there's a planetarium, and you can go in there, and it shows stars and everything. I'm gonna see if we're actually allowed to bring a camera in there. I'm not sure. I could be going against something here, but we're gonna go try. Or we're gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Bear if we can take a camera in there and get told of it, because Barry Shingoose, who actually is another coworker of mine, is very well versed in Soto ways of the stars. So his late Mushroom actually taught him all of that, and it's very nice to hear when he tells of his side of what his knowledge is. And we're gonna get him on the podcast here, you guys. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna interview all sorts here. So we got the youth, we got the organizers, we got guests, people that are just attending. We want to get everyone's point of view, POV, of this whole FSIN center. And it's basically the first event back from COVID, and this is a hybrid, as you can see. We are live like that, and so like I said, some people can't make it here, so that is why we're going live. And like Michael Arock was saying, we need to get some water. Getting parched.
Yeah, just chugging some water there. So I am gonna leave it over to Nathan Arias, and I'm gonna go get some people to chat over the lunch hour. So
yes,
I will be back later. So thank you. Masicho.
Masicho. All right, you guys. So you're stuck with me for a bit, and like Willis said, he's gonna grab some people there. You can see him walking away. But yeah, just let us know what you guys think. We always like feedback, good or bad. You guys can actually inbox. Oh no, you can't actually inbox me here or there. I'm gonna put my email up here. If you guys want to reach out possibly for a future event, we do hockey games, any kind of sporting event. We do these kind of events. There we go. I'm gonna put my email there. You guys can contact me at there, nathan.arias@iops.ca. If you guys need to get a hold of me or something. Like I said, we do like feedback. We do like feedback, good or bad, because we want to be improving every single event, and just to bring you guys the best online experience. And we are actually bringing on a new veteran, I guess you can say, for our next event here, which will be next month with FSIN again, Youth Assembly. And we'll be bringing on Cal Arcan of Muskeg First Nation, and he'll be actually podcasting with us and interviewing, and we're just getting bigger and bigger, and it's getting more fun to do these things. So totally enjoy it. But yeah, like you said, we are going to be doing. We're going to be walking around, and you guys are going to get to see the booths and what has to offer there. As you guys can see, I'm going to show you the food. I know Willis didn't want to show you the food, but I'm going to show you the food. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know what that is. Here we're talking about juicing and how to beat diabetes, and I can't stop looking at that cake. Right? That's why it's so hard today in today's world. It's so hard to be healthy. It's probably one of the easiest things to do because it's easy to eat healthy. but it's the hardest thing to do because it's hard to eat healthy, if that even makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. It makes, just hard. It's easy and hard. Yeah. So we're battling. It's like the good wolf and bad wolf. But you guys, if you guys are in Saskatoon or driving through real quick, come and stop in and come check out these awesome project that these youth have created. As you've seen, one of my students, Karis, and they were talking about how ice melts faster. And I remember being at the school last week, and these kids were just getting excited, doing their programming and doing their science project. It's always something a lot of the youth look forward to because, like I said, and Vice Chief Ali Bear was saying, like, a lot of these kids don't get a chance to leave the reserve too often, and to actually be able to come here, is a big thing. And I remember when I was living, I still live on my reserve, but being younger, leaving the reserve was, going to town was a big thing, And I played hockey, so we got to travel a little bit. But every time I got to leave the reserve, is like a fascinating thing. But growing up on the reserve back in the day was just as fun as, we had to do a lot of things. I'm gonna see if I can get. All right, there's Mr. Barry Shingus, one of the organizers here. He's from Cote. And so we're just he's going to come on here later, but I was asking about the Planetarium, and he said you can take a camera in there, but you'll get a weird reflection, he said. So it's like, he said it takes a special camera to see everything in there. But you guys, we are going to go around, and there's a bunch of rooms in here that have a lot of cool things going on in them, like some sciencey things. And let's see, what rooms do they got going on here? I'm just looking for on the agenda here if I can see. But I know, like I said, there's a plane thing in there. A plane simulator where you fly a plane. So I want to get myself or Willis in there and filming that. That will actually be fun. And big shout out to Michael Arock if he's still watching, to you and your wife. Hope you guys are doing well. And if you're on here, Michael, put your show on there. I know you guys revamped it. But I hope you guys are enjoying today's show and actually enjoying this relaxing music. We're playing that from what they're playing here. We're tied into their microphone and music and playing in the background. And we can't shut this live off because we want to go right through the whole thing and just let you guys experience it, to come back on, in and out whenever. And once this thing is done, you guys can just skim through it later on in the day or whenever. Maybe if you guys are teachers or whatever and you want to show some science projects. I got to take my email off there. If you guys want to talk about some science projects that you're going to see on here, feel free to use this footage from my YouTube channel. And big shout out to FSIN again for putting these things on. And my daughter, Dante, my girl, hope you're doing good. I don't know why she's always putting that. Slay. Yes. My daughter. Love you. Oh, we got some things going on
so
here.
it's about that time for some food. You guys can start lining up for lunch. All right.
So there he was telling us we can line up for lunch and get ready to eat, but I'm trying to find somebody to interview here. And hopefully we'll be able to get somebody to interview here. I'm looking for Willis right now. Maybe we will come back on. We'll do a part 2 here after lunch, you guys. So I think that's what we'll do. It's 12 o'clock right now. We'll come back at 1 o'clock and come back on. All right. So we'll be back. We'll see you